Since the announcement of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, simmers have had more questions than answers so far when it comes to things like what will the sim include, how will it perform, and whether your 2020 add-ons will be compatible, and will we see a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2028 down the track? We have foraged around on the internet to find out some of these unknown answers and more to find out what you may not know about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Kicking off with one question that keeps popping up that simmers are not 100% confident about the answers they've received so far, and that is, how will Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 content work with the new 2024 sim? Until recently, we've only had a basic answer from the Microsoft Flight Simulator team, which was, with very few exceptions, virtually all the add-ons that work with the 2020 sim will function with 2024. This basic statement from the team has still left many doubts when it comes to simmers' minds, but until recent, the Microsoft team have shared some more details about the compatibility between the two sims. In a recent interview with Jorg, the CEO of Flight Sim, and Sebastian, one of the co-founders of Asobo, they answered this question and mentioned the backwards compatibility with add-ons is a top priority. The team have been testing add-ons side by side on 2020 and 2024 machines at Asobo, comparing the compatibility and running a test program to ensure they are not breaking anything. Seb also mentioned that Asobo's target is to have full compatibility with zero work when it comes to third-party products. For third-party developers, they will require a little bit of effort if they want to take advantage of the new 2024 features, but the add-ons should just be able to work if they don't want to take advantage of those features. The team is targeting for full compatibility. The Microsoft team have recently updated their FAQ about the matter on their Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 page and stated, for any content you purchase outside of the simulator, meaning not in the Sims marketplace, the community folder will still continue to work as it did with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Any content in your Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 community folder can simply be copied over to the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 community folder. For any content purchased in the in-sim marketplace within Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, that content will show up as owned in the content manager in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 called My Library, and it will be used with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 at launch. Consider smashing that like and subscribe button. We are passionate about bringing you all the best Flight Sim 2024 content each and every week, so that way you can see the best 2024 news in one place. Thank you very much for your support, and if you haven't smashed that subscribe button, please do it now. Will Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 improve loading times compared to the previous 2020 sim? One of the team's biggest priorities for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is to improve the simulator's data management. One of the major changes to the simulator's architecture is being made using cloud streaming to ensure that the client becomes as thin as possible. When simmers load into the new sim, only the textures, the mesh, and the map data needs to be downloaded to avoid unnecessary bandwidth and disk space. This will keep the minimum specifications of the sim as low as it is now, and will also reduce the update and load times. Thank you to Simbit World Pilots Life Chapter 2 for sponsoring this video. Hey, Pilots Life Chapter 2 simulates the career of a commercial airline pilot by generating your schedules, tracking your scores for your flights, and rewarding weekly according to your contract type and much more. Pilots Life provides a reason to fly in the sim from A to B while improving your skills as an airliner pilot, and depending on how good your scores are, you can progress throughout your airliner career to higher tier airliners and purchase more aircraft license. With over 575 airliners and over 280,000 real up-to-date routes, each flight and contract will have you experience the virtual airliner career globally, living a pilot's life. A pilot's life will work across all types of flight sim platforms, including a Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, P3D, and even FSX. Links in the description are where you can pick up your copy of Pilot's Life, and we thank them for sponsoring this video. Will we see a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2028 down the track? This very question was asked in an interview with Jorg, the CEO of Flight Sim, and his reply in his words was, "We obviously will see what consumers are saying. If they love it, we can make another one. Of course we can, but we'll have to see. There is nothing preordained for every 4 years. Magically, we are going to have another Flight Sim. I think we could if people want it, so we'll just have to see." Liveries and live traffic. We have seen some liveries on airliners in the 2024 trailer number 2. Liveries were not part of the core 2020 sim, but Jorg mentioned in the past he would love to try and get world liveries added, but would need to get them licensed. And just recently again updated on the Microsoft Flight Simulator website for the 2024 sim. 2024 is part of improving the living world. Accurate live and air traffic models and liveries will be included. Unfortunately, at this stage, we don't know to what extent this will be, but Microsoft still have another 10 parties to announce, so we may see some more detail over this over the next couple of months, but they have confirmed about liveries. What that's going to mean, we'll have to wait and see. How many default aircraft for the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? With the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 trailers 1 and 2, we've seen over 20 new aircraft that have been teased and announced so far. Some have been developed by Asobo themselves, some by well-known aircraft developers such as Carinado, Indie Builds, FlightFX, DC Designs, just to mention a few. The Microsoft team has mentioned not all the default aircraft have been revealed so far, and there is still more to come. It was mentioned at this year's Flight Sim Expo 2024 presentation, there are at least 10 more partners to be announced, and perhaps some of these are aircraft developers. We'll have to wait and see. What is being improved to the Sim's core tech and features when it comes to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024? Recently updated on the Microsoft Flight Simulator's FAQ page, the development team is improving the core simulator technology for the 2024 sim in these areas. They are focusing on improving multi-threading and improving performance, faster download, load and installation speeds, improving the aerodynamics and physics simulations, improve aircraft systems including electronic, pneumatic, fuel and hydraulics, new failures and wear and tear systems, deeper, wider avionics systems, cockpit tablet available by default, worldwide wake turbulence for every aircraft, pre-flight checklist out of the aircraft, worldwide vertical obstacles, worldwide oil rigs, worldwide glider airports and worldwide heli airports. Improve ground detail, 3D tessellation ground materials, advanced 3D trees with increased diversity, improved cliffs, improved vehicle traffic, worldwide ship traffic, accurate live air traffic which includes models and liveries, full seasons, tornadoes and storms. With 5 months to go until we see the launch of the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 sim, we certainly haven't seen all the big features when it comes to tech and aircraft. It makes sense for the Microsoft Flight Simulator team to keep building up the hype for the release by announcing more big updates about what is to come with this new 2024 simulator. These are just some of the answers to some of the big questions that people have been asking. We will continue to do the same and keep finding the answers for some of these questions that are a bit hard to find. So hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when our next Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 video is live, and we'll see you on another video real soon.